Hey guys, Cynic UK here, and today we're going to be going through another teased video that Predecessor has posted about the new map. We're going to be talking about this video in a lot more detail, and we're going to also be talking about the other two pictures that we have seen in the past and how they correlate with this video, and then we're going to kind of draw a top-down perspective of what we kind of know about Predecessor's new map and how it looks. So first thing we're going to do is go through the video and not talk about it at all, just go through it and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So it's a very short video, gives you the ambient sound, which I think sounds nice. It's not too in your face, it's not too quiet, the foliage is very nice, the shadows are nice, the lighting is nice, camera looks really good, very high quality model, very high quality, basically everything looks very nice. So first things you notice, Chimera, 1. Red buff. This icon, I'm guessing, represents like red side. I don't know whether this lights up when the red buff is spawned and when it's dead it disappears. Not too sure. Again, we can tell that this is the Dawn side because of the Dawn assets here. And also there's a Dawn asset on the right hand side here that we can see later on in the video. We can also see that there is a staircase going down in elevation. So if we can continue the video, we will stop it right here. So what do we see in this frame? So we can see that there is like a Y pathing, as we talked about in the Drongo video. We talked about the pathing and the graying the paths and how they've laid it out, so you can easily tell as to where you can go and where you can't go. And then also there's that is angled here. So let's start from the right hand side. So if we look at the elevation, there's a start of the wall here, right? And from where the Chimera is, and we can't really tell from this angle what is here, but from this angle it looks like a drop down. Like it looks like a one way where you can jump down and then you can't get back up unless you have a movement ability. Again, we can't tell from this angle what this is, but that's just my assumption. Whereas you can see on the left hand side, there's like this almost like wall here. And if we go back in the frame, we can see that that wall ends here. So it's like a slope, like a small decline, like almost like a ramp walks down, and you can walk around. And there's a wall behind it, and then you can see there's a wall upper wall here with trees in the background. So you can see that is like, so right here you can walk down, and it looks like you can walk around. Maybe there's a jungle camp behind here. If we continue forward, again we'll talk about another slow decline going down. Again, there's a wall here, so maybe we can walk around to the right hand side, or maybe this is like a one way where you can only walk this way, and then there's a brick wall here where you can't walk through. Again, we'll talk about this part later on when we talk about the Gideon photo as well, but now we're going to talk about the Drongo picture. So if we go back in the part of this video at the start, we can see on the right hand side of the wall there is these like sideways squares, and if we go back further forward, we can see on the right hand side of the wall, we can see the circular icons on the wall. And if we go back a little bit more, we can see like there's this tower here, right, that has the trees on top of. There's two towers here, or pillars, whatever you want to call them, with trees on top of. Now if we go to the Drongo video picture, we can see the circles, we can see the tower, and we can see the trees. So all of these pictures, and it's the same with the Gideon, all of these pictures are taken from the same side, the Dawn side. And we also can tell this because the Dusk side tower, so this is the mid lane, and then in the other picture, again, the tower, the Dusk tower is there. And then in the video, again, the Dusk tower is in front. So, and also if we go to the Gideon, we can see the jungle entrance here. So, and we can tell that the Chimera did not enter from this entrance because of the positioning of the Dusk tower in the distance. So, with all those things in mind, we can kind of get an idea as to what the central, the right side jungle, and the right side offlane looks like, just from these pictures and just from these this video. So, if we go to paint, I have this already pre-thing because it was fiddly and it was annoying. So if we go to if we move this, so this will be the mid lane, so this is the mid tower, and then this will be the tower in front of it. So if we angle these like slightly, because this one's like slightly off to the right, and then we have this is like the red jungle pad, and then this is the offlane tier 1. It should be probably a little bit, it should be the same level as this one, so it should be fine. So if we look at the Gideon image, we can see, we'll start from the mid lane. So it kind of like curves around from the right to the left, and we'll draw that first. So if we go to here, it comes from like here, and it kind of like curves around almost. So it's like that, and then in the middle here we have the jungle entrance. We'll draw the jungle entrances just like little lines like this, because I don't really know whereabouts in the jungle this kind of like lays out, so we kind of have an idea from this perspective. And then there's like a wall that comes around, and then it goes, we can't see anything on this left side, but it curves around. So we don't really know if there's anything like in and amongst this area. But as far as I can see, that's all we can see, just that straight line. And then I think that the jungle entrance is on the like right next to where these. So the Gideon is standing right here, right? So I think the Chimera is somewhere along here because of the way this wall. So this wall is like built out, right? So we can start the wall along here. It goes down and it kind of like curves to the right, and then there's like a wall over here. And then there's like, let's try and get a different color for the paths. So we have the pathway going down, and it splits off to the right, and there's a path this way, and there's a path this way, and it splits off to the right here. I don't know if there's a drop down, so we'll continue drawing a straight line, and it hits the wall. So it hits a wall. Sorry, if it hits a wall here, and then the pathway goes up, and then as we saw in the picture, there's like a pillar here with like trees coming up a bit, and then there's like 2 pillars here. Then there's also the circular wall for the red buff, and we don't know how far down this wall goes before it meets the mid lane entrance. So we kind of just have to kind of draw that wall down and just hope that it correlates with the other side of the wall, and then maybe it's like a I don't really know how to proportion it, so I guess we can kind of like guess it's like here, I guess. And then on the right hand side we have the jungle entrance, kind of like here-ish. Oh, sorry, it's a bit further behind, isn't it? So it's like here, then this wall comes down, and it comes around, and then we think there's a jungle entrance here as well. And then in the off lane we have the wall halfway up with like the little splits in, and then we also think that it's like a wraparound. So, and then there's like a wall, I guess this could be off lane's wall, and then from here we have a wall that goes down and probably comes out. So it looks kind of bad, it looks kind of botched, but just from the pictures and stuff that we've seen, this is probably the best that I can really come up with. So basically this is mid lane, this is jungle, and this is the off lane. So that's a sort of pathing that we're looking at. Again, it's not the best drawing in the world, but it's the best I can do based off the information I have. So hopefully when more information comes out, we can have more of a better bird's eye view, better understanding of how the map layout will look. But hopefully this video was like somewhat useful, and somewhat gives you a little bit more insight as to what they're trying to show you and tease. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful. I will be getting a green screen soon, so I will be having webcam on my future videos going forward. But hopefully this video was helpful, and hope to see you guys next time. Peace, my dudes.